welcome to a new Qigong flow focusing on winter and the water element. As we move from autumn into winter, the energy sinks lower and we aim to go back to the root of our energy, the kidneys, so that we can nourish them in the coldest and darkest months. Here's a few moves to help activate and build your kidney energy. With hands in fists, start tapping. We'll start off in the qua region, just between the hips and the upper leg, going back and forth, working on activating the lymph. Go down the back of the legs, and then up the front and the inside, coming up around the chest, and then down the inside of the arms, and up the outside, following the flow of energy along the meridians. Then tap over the face and head, down the back of the neck, and down the sides of the body, doing a few circles around the navel. Then take the hands round to the back, using the side of the fists, drumming gently up and down the spine on either side. Starting from the sacral area up to the mid-back, you're working on stimulating and activating your kidney energy. This is a really good one to do first thing in the morning. Or anytime you need a little boost of energy. Then, if you're a woman, place your right hand on your belly first. A man puts his left hand first and then the other hand on top. If you're a woman, start rubbing in anti-clockwise circles. Men will rub clockwise to start with. And pressing quite firmly, making a small spiraling movement. Gradually working into bigger and bigger circles. This is sometimes called charging the bio battery. And the reason there's a specific direction for the hand movement is because it's focusing on the kidney energy, but also the reproductive system. So by rubbing and warming up the area and spiraling this energy outwards, you're harnessing the power of your own reproductive system in order to give you more energy. Keep circling the hands outwards till you're making quite big circles, and then go back the opposite way. So women will now be going clockwise and men anti-clockwise. This time the circles are getting smaller and you're spiraling back into the center, just underneath the navel, the lower dantian. Breathe gently into your belly. We're going to try a couple of moves from the animal play snake warm-up. Take the hands round to the back of the spine with the palms facing out. Twist from side to side. The water element and the kidneys are connected to the bones and in particular the spine. So this is a nice warm-up to help gently open up the spinal area. And the palms facing outwards actually directs some of the energy out of the kidneys to make it easier to twist and clear any stagnation from the area. Try and keep your crown pointing upwards and the tailbone slightly tucked. Likewise the chin slightly tucked, keeping your spine straight. Then bring the hands out to the side, interlace the fingers and press the palms up towards the sky, keeping your shoulders relaxed down, but pressing the palms upwards. And then we're just going to intensify the twist from side to side with the hands pressing up. So first twisting one way, then the other. And trying to keep the spine in alignment, so your tailbone is very slightly tucked, as is your chin. And the crown of the head is pointing directly up. So there's a nice straight line running down from the crown, down through the spine towards the earth. Pushing the hands up, twist one way and then the other. And then pushing the hands up a little bit, we're going to make circles with the arms. So coming down one way and circling up the other. For this, you can inhale as you circle the arms down and exhale as you bring them back up, pushing the palms away from you. Inhale, creating a big circle. Exhale up. So you're still feeling this in the mid-back area, but the movement and the pressure created by the arm position is spreading out throughout the whole body. Pressing the palms away from you. Inhale one way and exhale the other. And then we'll create some bigger circles with the arms. So you can take the feet out a little bit wider. Inhale, making a big circle, sweeping the arms down towards the floor. And alternate sides, inhale down the other way, exhaling as you come up. So again, we're just spreading this wave of pressure out throughout a much bigger area of the body. Try and relax the head and neck as you go down. And the movement is still centered around the kidney area and the lower back, but making the circles bigger just helps spread the energy throughout the whole body. Release the fingers and float the arms down and let them hang in front of the body with soft knees. Palms are facing in towards the belly, about level with where the kidneys are at the back. And stand in Wuji for a moment in between movements to nourish your qi. Breathe gently into the belly. Create a diamond or a triangle shape by pointing your thumbs and index fingers towards one another, and then flatten the hands out so they're parallel with the earth. Twist to the side again, inhaling as you bring the flat hands round to the back, level with the kidney. Exhale, push and glide the hands around to the front, and inhale, twist to the other side, bringing the hands in towards the other kidney. Exhale, push and glide, soft knees. Inhale and twist, bringing the arms in to the other side. So you're making the shape of a kidney with your hands, twisting from side to side and drawing up earth energy, yin energy from the ground through the palms of the hands, and then bringing it in to each kidney as you twist from side to side. Inhale, round one way. Exhale, pushing the hands to center, and then inhale around the other way. As you twist from side to side, you should feel like this is quite a nice internal massage for the kidney area. And again, working on the spine. Press the hands in towards the body, once again nourishing your qi. Breathe deeply and steadily. Lower the hands back down and bring the feet together so that they're touching and the legs are touching and they're kind of pressing together. Bend the knees slightly. We're going to do some swimming dragon. Bringing the hands up overhead, press the palms and fingertips together and bring prayer hands down to the center of the body, the middle dantian, pressing the palms against one another. Then pressing the palms and the legs together, you can push off with your hands to one side, taking your hips in the opposite direction. So you're swimming your hands out one way and then pressing the palms out the other way. So you're stretching the side of the body and warming up the hip area. As with the snake movements, the dragon moves often have a strong water quality. We're building this sense of fluidity and this serpentine motion, working on the spine and activating the kidney area. You can increase this by making figures of 8 shapes with your prayer hands. You can sink slightly lower, so bending the knees and allowing the hands to weave around your bent legs, twisting into the movement, moving the hands further behind you, undulating like a dragon swimming down the river. You should feel this again as an internal massage into the kidney area. It's really great for increasing the flexibility in the spine. Keep pressing your hands together. Bring the hands up a little bit higher, weaving around the body. And then we conclude the movement, bringing the hands up over the face, pressing the palms together still, finding your center, palms pressed together, and then push up onto the balls of the feet, onto the toes, and roll back down, bringing the hands back down all the way, keeping the thumb and index finger joined and pressing the palms in towards the belly. Take a nourishing breath into the belly and out. Take the feet out a little wider. Float the hands down and just relax the arms so that they're hanging in front of the body, tailbone angled down towards the earth, chin slightly tucked. With hands in fists, inhale, crossing them up the front of the body, over the head, and then with open palms, exhale through the mouth, bring the hands down. Hands in fists again, inhale, up the center of the body, crossed hands, open palms, exhale, pulling the arms and shoulders down. Inhale with fists, crossing up, over the head, and exhale, and release the arms down. Take the feet out a little bit wider now, so they should still be parallel or just very slightly angled out, so you can get a nice low horse stance. Wrap your fingers around your thumbs and bring the arms down towards the hips. Inhale, arms up to the sides, creating a big circle, and exhale down. Inhaling up, exhaling down, creating a wide circle. These are also dragon moves, but they're slightly more focused on the fire element. As you can see, we're massaging the heart area with these movements. Let's reverse it. Inhaling up and exhaling down and out to the sides. And after all that watery activity, it's quite nice to do some fire moves just to warm ourselves up. By pressing on the thumb, you're helping keep the heat that you're generating in the body. And to create more heat, you can speed these movements up. So circling inwards, and then reversing and circling outwards. Find your own breathing pattern, one that suits you for these faster moves. Bring the hands up over the top of the head and move one back and one forward, creating big circles front and back. Try and synchronize the movement so both arms are moving down at the same time to help you get this. And then just to confuse matters, we change direction. The other arm goes back, the other arm goes forward. You'll usually find one way a little bit easier than the other, but you'll get the hang of it after a while. Just try and synchronize the movements of the downward stroke. Then you can speed these up as well, keeping the fingers gently pressing on the thumbs to help keep the heat in that chi lock. Reverse and go the other way. And breathe in your own pattern, nice full steady breaths. Release the hands down to the sides and press them down towards the earth, bringing the feet slightly closer together, back to shoulder width apart. Allow the palms to face in towards the body, sink the knees, tailbone and chin tucked, and just relax in Wuji, nourishing your chi, breathing softly and deeply into the belly. Press the palms in towards one another, as if you have the energy in between them and the palms communicating. Inhale, bringing the arms softly out to the sides, and then with the palms up, exhale, floating the hands down. Inhale and bring the hands up over the head, as if you're gathering the energy in towards you, and then exhale with your palms down, traveling down the center line of the body. Palms face each other again. Inhale the arms softly out to the sides. Palms face up and exhale, palms down. Inhale the palms up over the head, gathering the energy. And then exhale, press the palms down the body as if you're showering yourself with the energy. Palms face each other again. Inhaling the arms out to the sides, palms down. And then palms up and exhale, soft arms back down. Inhale, palms up, gathering the energy in towards you. And exhale, palms down the center of the body, just showering yourself, feeling the energy move down. Face the palms in towards the belly and breathe gently here in Wuji, nourishing your chi. Palms are facing in. Breathe gently, allowing the breath to move down lower in the body. Nice, full, deep breaths. Then take the feet out a little bit wider. Feet are facing forward. Rest the hands on the hips. Lifting the chin up, stretch forwards. Place the chin back on the chest and roll up. Chin comes forwards, bending over, chin to chest and roll up. We're inhaling at the top here and then exhaling as we stretch down. Inhaling with the chin to the chest. Exhale, stretching out. This is working on activating the microcosmic orbit. This particular move is emulating the crane's neck with our chin. And then we're going to reverse the flow with turtleneck. So the chin to chest comes down, and then stretching the chin forwards, we come up. Inhaling, exhale, chin to chest, stretching forwards. Inhaling up. And then allow the joints to soften, straight spine, back into Wuji, just to nourish the chi in between the movements. Breathe gently into the belly. We're going to move into an exercise for the bladder from the 12 Rivers sequence. Black tiger straightens its waist. Everything's straight here, arms and legs. And you're going to lean forward with a straight back until you feel a stretch going all the way down your legs and your back. So you don't have to bend that far, just go till you get the stretch. Then the hands come together and you pull up like you're carrying a heavy weight and soften the knees. You press the hands back so the palms are facing behind you. Squeeze the glutes, thrust the hips and push up into a slight back bend, floating the arms up and down twice. So that's the sequence. The breathing goes like this. Inhale as you stretch forward. Exhale as you pull up and soften the knees. Inhale as you push the hands back, nice deep breath in, and then exhale through the mouth just to help the exhale last longer. And push forward. Inhale, bending forward, straight limbs, straight back. Feel the stretch in the bladder channel. Exhale, pull up, soften the knees, straighten the spine. Inhale, press the hands back and get ready to squeeze and thrust, protecting your lower back as you go into a back bend. Inhale forward till you feel the stretch. Exhale, pull up, soften the knees. Inhale, press the hands back. Squeeze, thrust, and exhale. Inhale forwards. Exhale, pull up. Inhale, push back. Exhale, squeeze, thrust, and float the hands back and forth. Inhale, feel the stretch. Exhale, pull up, soften. Inhale, press back. Exhale, squeeze and thrust, floating the arms, and then roll up with a straight spine, coming back to center. Allow yourself to rest in Wuji for a moment, nourishing your energy. Breathe gently. Then take the feet out as wide as you can so that you can comfortably bend the knees. This is our horse stance. If you need to angle the toes out a little, you can do so. Get a nice low posture, tailbone pointing down towards the earth, chin slightly tucked. Draw the hands up in front of the chest and then pull them apart as if you were pulling a bow and arrow. The front hand is in dragon's paw, where the thumb and the index finger are making an L shape. Inhale, drawing the hands back in front of you, soft fluid movements, and then exhale and pull out. Again, making dragon's paw with the front hand as if you were aiming to shoot something with your bow. Inhale. We'll swap round to the other side. As you pull your elbow back, try and keep it in line with the front arm. So we've got a straight line going on. Inhale. Exhale and pull. Equally, the pulling hands can have a little bit of tension in them. Inhale, swap sides. Exhale and pull. Keep your eyes on the index finger. Inhale, back to center. So you're keeping your hips fairly square on and just twisting at the waist, creating stimulation for the kidney, and your horse stance as well, stimulating the kidney meridian flowing up. Float the hands back down and bring your feet out of the wide horse stance back to about shoulder width apart. Float the arms out to the sides, nice soft joints. And then you're going to inhale and bend the knees, bringing one arm forward, one arm back. And one hand is in prayer, but a few inches away from the chest. The other hand is resting on the spine, behind the navel. Twist to the side, not allowing the hand to move out of its position. Come back to center, and then twist the other way. So you're keeping your hips as square on as possible and trying to twist from the waist. Bring the hands out to the sides again. We're going to swap over this time, inhaling. One arm goes forward, one arm goes back. So the front hand is a little way in front of the chest. Inhale here, and then exhale and twist to the side, keeping the hand in the center of the chest, and then take the chin and eyes over the shoulder. So you're inhaling back at the center, and you're exhaling and you're twisting, completing the twist all the way through the spine, taking the chin and eye line over the shoulder. Come back to center, swapping the arms around. Inhale down, one arm goes forward, one arm goes back, back hand resting on the spine for support. Inhale to center, and then exhale, twist to the side. Then the chin and the eyes follow suit. Coming back to center, inhale, and then exhale, and twist. Come back to center, bringing the arms out. Inhale, exhale, find your position. Inhale to center, exhale and twist. Chin and eyes go over the shoulder. You should feel this as a really deep stretch all the way through the spinal column. Arms out to the side. Inhale and bend down, gathering the energy from the earth. Hands in position. Inhale to center. Exhale, twist. Following through the chin and the eyes. Inhaling back to center. Exhale, twisting the other way. Keeping the spine straight throughout so the tailbone is still slightly tucked, as is the chin. Arms out to the side. And float them down. Relax for a moment in Wuji to nourish your energy. Breathe gently into the belly. Then take the feet out back into horse stance, so parallel or very slightly turned out, so that you can bend your knee and have a low center of gravity. Create sword fingers, index finger and middle finger together. The thumb is pressing back on the ring finger and the little finger. And you angle your fingertips or your swords down to the earth. Inhale and bring the hands up to the right. Exhale them down to the center, softening at the knee. Inhale the hands up to the left, fingertips pointing out. Exhaling down to the center, so you're creating a soft pendulum style movement. Bringing the hands up to the left, sweep them across, fingertips pressing outwards, back again, and then leave one hand where it is, sweep the other one under, and then separate and float the fingertips back down towards the earth. Inhale up to the left, exhale to center. Inhale right, exhale to center. Inhale left, exhale and sweep across. Inhale, sweep across the other way. Leave one hand, sweep the other, separate and float down. Inhaling up to the right this time. Exhale down to center. Inhale to the left. Exhale, softening the knees to center. Inhale right. Exhale, sweep across to the left. Inhale across to the right. Leave the left arm where it is. Sweep the right arm underneath. Exhale. Inhale the hands out, fingertips point down. And exhale down to the earth again. Inhale to the left. Exhale down to center, softening the knees. Inhale up to the right. Exhale down to center, softening the knees. Inhale up to the left. Exhale, sweep across to the right. Inhale, sweep across to the left. Leave the right arm where it is. Exhale the left under. Inhale, separate to the front, and exhale, float the fingers down. Inhale to the right. Exhale to center. Inhale left. Exhale to center. Inhale right. Exhale, sweep to the left. Inhale, sweep to the right. Leave the left arm where it is. Exhale the right under. Inhale and exhale. Inhale up to the left. Exhale down. Inhale right. Exhale down. Inhale left. Exhale, sweep to the right. Inhale, sweep to the left. Leave the right arm where it is. Exhale the left arm under. Inhale and separate. And exhale, float down. Inhale right. Exhale to center. Inhale left. Exhale to center. Inhale right. Exhale, sweep to the left. Inhale, sweep to the right. Leave the left arm where it is. Exhale the right arm under. Inhale out and exhale down. Inhale to the left. Exhale down to center. Inhale right. Exhale down to center. Inhale to the left. Exhale, sweep. Inhale, sweep. Leave the right arm where it is. Exhale, left arm under. Inhale out and exhale down. Inhale to the right. Exhale down. Inhale to the left. Exhale down. Inhale right. Exhale, sweep left. Inhale, sweep right. Leave the left arm where it is. Exhale the right under. Inhale, arms out. And exhale, float the hands down to center. Coming back into Wuji with soft joints Hands facing into the body, tailbone and chin tucked. Nourish your chi, breathing gently into the belly. Moving on to a more fire-focused practice now to balance out the water. Draw your hands back towards your ribs with the palms facing up. Stretch one arm out across the body, keeping the palm facing up. Circle it around behind you, overhead, palm facing up. And then wind in a figure of 8 back round to the rib. Do the same with the other arm, so you're stretching it out to the front, round to the back, keeping the palm facing up, pausing with the palm up over the crown, and then wind the hand back down. This is sometimes called serving teacups, spinning mandarins. But here, instead of leaning into the movement and letting the body follow the arm movement, we're keeping the spine as upright as possible, the crown point facing up towards heaven, and just concentrating on opening up the shoulder joint. With the palm facing up and the fingers wedged together, we're activating the meridians in the arm, particularly pericardium. If you like, you can try using both arms simultaneously. So with this one, when your first arm starts to descend, you push the other one out to synchronize. So as one arm moves down, the other one moves out. Trying to keep the spine relatively straight and keep that through line down from the crown through the center line of the body. This is a really good rehab for anyone with a rotator cuff injury or anyone who wants to increase the mobility in the shoulder joint. Carry on breathing gently, finding your own rhythm with the breath. Bring the hands back in towards the ribs and then face the palms in towards the body, softening the arms and the knees, tailbone and chin tucked, and breathe gently in Wuji, allowing the energy to settle. Then drop the hands a little and softly inhale, bringing them up with soft wrists up the center line of the body. And then exhale, soft hands, palms facing forward, sinking a little at the knee. Inhale, hands up, drawing the energy upwards. Exhale, float the hands down, feel it sinking back. Inhale, drawing the energy up throughout the body, up over the head. And then exhale, float the hands down, feeling the energy wash downwards. Inhale up. Exhale and sink down. Inhale up. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And then moving on to the healing sounds for the kidneys. Backs of the hands come up as you inhale up the center line, up overhead. Exhale, making a chew sound in a whisper with the palms facing forward. So you inhale, backs of the hands up the center line, breathing into the back. And then exhale and chew. Inhale, hands up. And exhale. These whispered sounds help release the negative emotions that get stored in the kidneys. This is fear and anxiety. And the sounds help transmute them into the more positive expressions. Peace, calm and tranquility. As you inhale, the palms facing out, you're breathing into the back, slightly rounding it. Exhale. So the inhale, you're bringing fresh energy directly into the back and the kidneys. And exhale. Inhale up and exhale. Return your hands to Wuji, softening the knees, tailbone and chin tucked. Breathe into the belly. The crown of the head is lifting up so that your chin is very slightly tucked, giving you a long spine. And then shifting the focus down to the soles of your feet and the Yong Chuan point, the bubbling spring on the sole of the foot. Feel that you're drawing energy up as you inhale from the ground, making its way all the way up your legs into your kidneys. As you exhale, feel that energy washing down the legs and out through the feet again. Inhale, drawing energy up through the feet, up through the legs, into your lower back, around the kidneys and the adrenals. And exhale, release, let it wash down the legs. Inhale, drawing fresh energy up through the feet, the legs, all the way up into the kidneys, replenishing and nourishing. And exhale, release, let it wash down the legs and out through the feet again. And slowly lower the hands back down. And we'll start dispersing some of this new fresh energy that we brought in with a bit of shaking now. So using the hips as your main driving force, letting the movement work its way up through the rib cage and the shoulders, shaking all the way down to the arms, hands, fingertips, keeping your feet flat on the ground. Try and move the skeleton, but let the flesh wobble here. So relaxing the hips and the buttocks. Feel that vibration almost moving up from the ground, keeping the feet flat. And you can take some deep breaths as well. So filling the belly with breath and exhaling through the mouth. Then let's transform our shaking into a little bounce. So bouncing lightly at the knees. Allow the hands to hang and then flick upwards, so the wrists are flicking up. This is working on the meridians on the inside of the arm. And then flick the hands down, working on the meridians on the outside. Keep breathing deeply into the belly and exhaling through the mouth, which makes for a nice cleansing breath pattern. Then start rubbing the palms of the hands together. So we're doing this to make the hands and the palms more sensitive to receiving and transmitting energy, working specifically on the point in the center of the palm, the Lao Gong point. Take the feet out a little bit wider and then pull the hands apart. Try and connect with the energy or the feeling that you get in between the palms of the hands. You can close your eyes if it makes it easier to tune in. Keeping them parallel, lower them down, just down towards the hips, and inhale, bringing them up the side of the body, up over the head, keeping the hands parallel, and then exhale and push them down and out in a big circle. This is called turning the water wheel. Inhale with your palms parallel, all the way up over the head, and exhale, pushing the hands down and out to the front. Inhale, drawing the hands up, keeping that connection between them. And exhale, softening at the knee as you bring the hands down. You can also bring in a counter movement, leaning forward slightly as you bring the hands up. And as you exhale, lean back. So this is just a very subtle movement. As you inhale, just shift the weight slightly into the toes. And as you exhale, just back into the heels. So this is countering the movement you're doing with your arms. Inhale, parallel hands up over the head. And exhale, pushing them down and out to the front. Now inhale them up only as far as the chest, so the middle dantian. Exhale, pushing them down and forwards again. So turning a slightly smaller wheel this time. Inhale, leaning forward into the toes. Exhale, back into the heels. Inhale, leaning forwards. And exhale, leaning back. Keeping the hands parallel where you can. Exploring that connection between them. Inhale, drawing them up, and exhale down. This time, slow the movement down, bringing the hands as far as the navel. So this time working on the lower dantian. So a smaller circle, but you can slow it right down to time it with your breath. Inhaling as you draw the hands up. Exhaling, pushing them down. And still leaning into the toes as you draw the hands up and back into the heels as they come down. Inhaling up, hands parallel. Exhale down. Inhale and exhale. Relax the hands in the front of the body, palms facing in towards the kidney area, resting in Wuji posture. This helps nourish the energy in between the movements, breathing gently into the belly. Raise the arms out to the sides, palms facing forward, and then with one arm angle the fingers in towards you and press the hand in and across the chest and out, stroking the inside of the other arm. Then take hold of the hand, the fingers on the hand, or the wrist, depending on the length of your arms, and pull it slightly so that you're giving it a good stretch. Then turn and look over the same shoulder as you pull. Then grasp the other hand and look over that shoulder as you pull gently. Rub the hand back across and spread it out to the sides. Then we're going to do the same with the other arm. So fingers angle in, pushing across. The lung points down the inside of the arm. Palms meet, and then take either the fingers or the wrist. Give it a little pull, looking over the shoulder. Take the other hand and pull and stretch and look the other way. And then bring the hand back across the chest and out to the side again. Then press the hands up over the head. We're going to do the same. Palms meet, and then take one hand, or the wrist, and give it a little pull, stretching the arm. And then take the other hand and pull and stretch that one. Bring the hands back down and lower them. Let's warm up our joints now. So hands on the hips, we'll do some rotations with the pelvis. Take the hips out as wide as you like. Keep the knees fairly soft so you can kind of grind into the circle, making a spiraling motion. Spiral the other way. And keep the breath quite steady here, so still breathing into the abdomen, aiming to bring as much fresh energy into the body while we do these joint rotations so that we're hydrating the joint with fresh chi. And then moving down to the ankles, come onto one foot, and you can rest the foot on the ground, the ball of the foot spiraling it one way. And then the other. Keeping your breathing steady. And then do the other foot. Moving on to the knees, put the feet and the legs together, covering the knees with your hands, bending and circle one way. You can curl the tailbone under for this as well, so feeling that lower back stretch. And breathe into the back, again around the kidney area. Then come up to standing. We're going to try a snake move now from the animal play sequence. This is called snake drops down. It's really good for working the kidney meridian, also connecting with the earth element as well as the water element. Starting out with the feet together, the legs together, the knees are soft, and the hands are in prayer. And you're going to angle, say, your left hand down so that the fingertips are pointing down towards the earth. Bring the weight onto the right leg, and then spread the foot and the hand out to the side. Don't go too far yet. Lean onto that and then bring the arm over so that it touches the other hand. And then, keeping the head between the arms, stretch out to the side. Take the hand back to the other side now, shifting the weight, a bit like you're surfing, and bring the arm over, head in between the arms, stretching out to the side, really opening up the side of the waist. Keep doing this on each side. So you're transferring the weight, spreading the hand out and bringing the other hand over. You can have the lower palm pointing up or down here. You can spread the feet out wider and go a little bit lower each time. The idea is we're emulating a snake creeping down from a tree as it zigzags from side to side, getting lower and lower. Find your own breathing pattern, exhaling as you push the hands out. Get a little bit lower with the knees. Your legs will start to move out a bit further each time naturally. So just find a range of movement that's comfortable for you. And try and emulate that fluidity and serpentine quality of the snake as you build up leg strength. And eventually you can get quite low down to the ground when you're doing this, so that your knee is very bent and your hand is almost skimming the ground. Come back to the center with the hands in prayer. And bring the feet back to about shoulder width apart. Rest the hands down, palms facing in, soften the knees, straighten the spine, and breathe gently in Wuji, allowing your energy to settle and recoup after the snake play. Then press the hands onto the belly, and we'll do 8 clockwise circles, breathing gently and fully into the belly. And then 8 circles anti-clockwise. Breathing gently into the belly. This next movement is from the Wuji Hundun series. It's called Mao. Here we're keeping one hand pressed onto the belly. The other hand is making a sword finger formation. So index finger, middle finger extended. Thumb presses on the ring finger and the little finger. Fingertips face forward. And then you inhale, bringing the hands up the center line. Exhale, pressing it down, leaning into the opposing hip. Come down as far as you can to the ground, shift the weight, and then bring the fingers up, still facing forward as if you were painting a big circle in front of you. And exhale, bringing the fingers down to the side. Then that hand presses into the belly. You create your sword mudra with the other hand, and you inhale again, bringing it up the center line, shifting the weight into the opposing hip. Exhale, big circle down towards the floor. Shift the weight, inhale up, and exhale down. Fingertips face forward, other hand. You can take the feet out a little wider if you like. Inhale up the center line, shift the weight onto the opposing leg. Exhale down, fingertips sweep down towards the ground, keeping them facing forward, moving them up over the head and out to the side again, exhaling. Then swapping the hands over, inhaling. So the sword fingers are very much connected to a sense of cutting through, and we're working with our energy field here. So we're cutting away what no longer serves, but then also bringing the energy back into the body. Inhale up the center, exhale, shifting the weight, leaning into the hip, down towards the ground, shifting the weight again. Inhaling up and exhaling down. Inhale up the center line, shift the weight, exhale round a big circle down to the ground. Inhale up over the head and exhale down to the side. Then pressing that hand onto the belly, We're going to create a different mudra with the hands now. So this is where we press the index finger and the thumb together, calming the chatter of the monkey mind, and inhale that up the center line. But this time we exhale a big circle down, the arm goes to the back. We still shift the weight, we draw the fingers down to the ground, and then we press up in a big circle again and then back over the head. So it's a similar shape that we're making, but we're drawing the circle behind us. So we're inhaling up over the head, shift the weight, exhale down and around, shift the weight again, up over the head and then back behind you. Thumb and index finger inhaling up over the head, shift the weight, exhale down, up over the head, back around you. Inhale, drawing the energy up your center line. Exhale down. Inhale, big circle with the arm. Over the head, exhale. Bring the energy back in. Inhaling. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhaling up. Exhale down behind you. Inhale up. And exhale back over the head. And press that hand onto the belly. This time create a tiger claw hand. So really kind of tensing up the fingers and fingernails. And you're going to draw it back across the ribs, out behind you, and spread it up and over the head, and then claw back in towards the belly. Creating a claw with the other hand. So you can tilt the tailbone as you press the hand back and up and over the head and in towards the belly. And the breathing here is breathing in as you really tense the fingers, tilt the tailbone, and then exhale as you draw the energy in towards you. Inhale, tiger claw, in behind you, tilt the tailbone, exhale up and over the head. You should get a sense here of really being able to grasp and almost scoop and move the energy from behind you all the way over your head and then into the belly. It's a nice stretch for the lower back as well. Inhale, tiger claw back, tilt the tailbone, up over the head, exhale, press the claw in towards you. And relax the hands, bringing the legs a little bit closer together, back to shoulder width, the palms face in, just standing in Wuji for a moment. Breathing gently, restoring your energy. And then raise the hands up over the head, tilting the face to look upwards. And slowly twist to one side. This is an exercise called He, also from Wuji Hundun. Here we're focusing on breathing gently and taking in all of the goodness that the universe has to offer us. Really focusing on the heaven energy here. And lower the hands down to the heart center, palms facing in. And again, gently rotate to one side, breathing gently, focusing very much on our own human energy, our friends, our family, the people we love. Breathing gently and celebrating and cherishing this energy. Coming back to center and lowering the hands down to the belly. Palms facing in, focusing on the earth energy. And as we inhale and move from side to side, taking all the earth has to offer us, all the nourishment, the environment, the animals and plants, everything that sustains us and heals us. And then let the palms face in towards the belly, around the kidney area, breathing gently. Press the palms out to the sides of the body and then spread them down the outside of the leg and then bring them up the inside so they're hovering off the surface of the body, down the inside of the arm and up the outside. So you're following the pathways of the meridians This is just a little energy massage to close the practice, helping seal ourselves up, pressing the hands over the face and the head, and coming back down the side of the body again. So just breathing gently as we do this. You might be able to trace the energy as it lies on the surface of the body with the palms of your hands. This is also very much about smoothing out the energy as we complete the practice. And just go as fast or as slow as you like here, trying to connect with the sense of the energy around the body, tuning into the sensations in the hands. Bring the hands back into Wuji, facing in towards the body. Take a nice deep breath into the belly and out. Thanks for practicing with me again. I hope you enjoyed the longer Winter Qigong flow. I will see you again very soon.